Mike Jones Beats.
BBN Jack Pros, what's up, party people? Okay, so I gotta move my cameras over and shit. It's a long story. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful night. Okay, so tonight I just want to be clear about this. I want to have a conversation about what you guys want to talk about. I'm not 100% sure, but in our algorithm, what everything is pushing out tonight, as always, is Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion along with Young Thug. So that's what's in our title. But in reality, this is an open discussion, and we can have a discussion about anything that you guys want to talk about. But at the end of the day, I have to be inside the algorithm. So therefore, the main topics of discussion, obviously, is what's in the press. The biggest, Tory Lanez, Meg Thee Stallion, Young Thug. But this is an open discussion. Those are just jumping off points that we can have to talk about whatever it is that you guys want to discuss tonight. That's the first thing that I want to say. The second thing that I want to say is this. Okay, so I'm not trying to be critical. We're going to talk about Tory Lanez Meg Thee Stallion thing. I'm not trying to be critical. I really am not. But I was about to actually title this video. Did the court reporters, I didn't know how to name it, but I wanted to know, do you get a feeling like the people who reported on this from the court were accurate? So I decided I was going to figure out a way to make it a question. I wanted to put it in the title because that's actually what I wanted to have a discussion about more than anything else. Yes, I have to just use the word twice. I hate using the word twice. I hate when I'm saying something, right? And I have to use the same word twice. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, so I don't want to, when describing something, use the word that I'm trying to describe the word I'm describing, if that makes any sense. It makes me feel like I don't know enough words. You understand? So it has nothing to do with anything else. It just makes me feel like now I got to learn more words to be able to convey that emotion, because I don't know enough. I can only think of one. What the hell? So now I need to know more words that fit into that spot. So that's what I was thinking. Do you think the people who reported from the court was accurate with their reporting? I'm curious. As far as logistically, I think they were A1. Logistically, just talking about what people were saying and doing, I think they were A1. That's my opinion. Logistically, just talking about the nuts and bolts, they were A1. I have different criticisms. Not criticisms for that. I have different criticisms. I do want to say something though. So how do you say this? So Gunna comes out. Do you feel he can do songs with like Lil Durk? I don't want to say Little Durk because Little Durk already put out a post that kind of makes it seem like he would not be going near Gunna. So, but I'm saying the individuals in hip hop that consider themselves gangster rappers, do you think they can make a song with Gunna? I'm curious. Because, okay, so I want to say something. So remember we had somebody in here a while back, and a lot of people said this. So it's not just this one individual. So I'm not trying to pick on them. I'm just trying to point out that this is a conversation that we've had previously. So do you remember when we had an individual up in here, and I've heard this out there when when individuals first started actually making deals. And basically what they said when Gunna made a deal is that it was in the best interest of the gang because now Gunna could go back out and make money. So my question is this, just so we can be clear. One, you do know when they sign these deals, they're not supposed to have anything to do with any gangs, right? But look at Bobby Shmurda's situation. Who remember when they tried to give Bobby Shmurda the sneakers that was the gang flag and he wouldn't take it? I'm just saying. So do you honestly think, and this is just my opinion, do you honestly think that Gunna's going to be able to come back out, do whatever he's doing, make money, and then be able to keep giving money to the gang? Because you know he signed that deal, so he a federal agent from now on. If they ask him anything about anything, he got to answer. If they want to put a tap on his phone, he got to allow it. He a federal agent. Fine print, man. You gotta look at the fine print. People don't be knowing what they be getting involved in sometimes. But he wanted to come home. You heard what homegirl told the dude that she was dating. She was like, yo, look, man, we got babies. That was crazy. Like for real. That they brought that into court is bananas. But right there, just so we can be clear, I think one of the main reasons why you bring that in court isn't just so that people can hear that this is a thing, but also so that the public can understand the pressure that these dudes is under, because you want them to snitch. So you know that, you understand, like the government, I'm saying, wants them to snitch. You understand what I'm saying? That's in the government's best interest. The government's like, but they have to try to make them feel like they're trying to back them into a corner. Like they might feel like this dude right here might be on the precipice of, like right there. He's about to, lean their way. And they might feel, in my opinion, that this helps them try to get him.
It's not. These folks come out, I done shot and killed somebody there. What? Yeah, they was just say on the thing, say, accused. They say, I'm the one who, I don't know, this shit crap. Okay. These folks trying goddamn murder, gang charges, and like they saying I'm trying to like get more ranking in the game. That's why I guess that's why the shit I did, whatever the shit they accused of, it's like it's for initiation, like a higher rank in the game. Like I'm.
Yeah, but that's why you just need to cooperate and do what you got to do to get on up out of there, because you have a son.
Yeah.
So you can't be thinking.
Did y'all look at his face when she said that though? Look at his face and look at the attorney's face. Look at both of their faces. Look at them.
Yeah, but that's why you just need to cooperate and do what you got to do to get on up out of there, because you have a son.
Yeah.
So you can't be thinking about nobody else or what nobody else got going on. You got to think about you, because don't nobody give a fuck about you but you. You can't be thinking about what them folks on. I ain't trying to say, but
Yeah.
Dude just went through about 4 or 5 different emotions in the courtroom listening to his girl say that.
yeah, but that's why you just need to cooperate.
And so y'all know, I think they're skipping. I think that there's aspects of this like they're skipping. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't believe that they're just saying this shit straight through. I believe that they're skipping. You understand what I'm saying? So just so we can be clear. All right, so look at these guys' face. First of all, look at his face right there. Look what the hell are they saying right now?
Right, and do what you got to do to get on up out of there, because you have a son.
Look, okay, I caught him right at the perfect spot. Okay.
Yeah, but that's why you just need to cooperate and do what you got to do to get on up out of there, because you have a son.
Yeah.
So you can't be thinking about nobody else or what nobody else got going on. You got to think about you, because don't nobody give a fuck about you but you. You can't be thinking about what them folks on. I ain't trying to say, but
Yeah.
you just need to start. You just need to think about.
When you sign that deal, they come to you and say they want to put a tap on your phone. Why do you think 50 Cent said he don't talk to some people? Why do you think 50 Cent said you can't call him on the phone? Why do you think 50 Cent be like, they can't call me on the phone? But when the shit first happened with Tekashi, and he said he sent his lawyers there, but by the time his lawyers got there, Tekashi already copped out. Yo, 50 a funny nigga. And I'm saying he ain't said it to be jokes either. He said it what it was. He was like, yo, look, I sent my lawyers there, but by the time they got there, little man already copped out. Remember he said that? So I'm saying that to say like this. After that, he said, dude can't call me. He's not picking up the phone. Why you think he not picking up the phone? Why you think he not talking to him? Because once you work for the feds, once you sign that shit off, you work for them, man. That niggas be on the phone talking crazy. No, man. Niggas is like looking weird with Bobby Shmurda, right? Bobby Shmurda doing it right. Because he's not trying to help them niggas. Them niggas probably got his shit tapped. And he don't even, he don't have to tell them they can. He worked for this is probably already, you understand what I'm saying? So they probably got his shit tapped, and while he trying to shut niggas down, trying to get involved with other, nah, we're not doing that. I'm not rapping with them dudes talking crazy. He blackballed right now, whether y'all realize it or not. We just don't realize it because it's Bobby Shmurda. He blackballed right now. Pay attention. Yeah, Bobby Shmurda blackball right now. Pay attention. It ain't hard to tell. For real, for real. It ain't hard to tell, for real, for real. Not even a little bit. That nigga all the way blackballed. It's just he's Bobby Shmurda, and he's popping, and you can't front on him because he did some real nigga shit. He took more years so his man could get less. He did some real nigga shit. However, they got there. Nobody got there on purpose. You understand what I'm saying? So, that's just the dope shit. Right. But I'll say this much, like just on some real shit, not even trying to be funny. Who's gonna work with Gunna? And then after you work with him, how can you claim to be a street nigga? So how could Gunna work and bring money to the game? Because he can't even get money to the game because they watching everything he do. Everywhere his money going. If you try to switch money out and work with Gunna, they gonna be in your books. So he got to work with everything above board, basically. Feel me? So who fucking with Gunna? Who working with him? I want to know. Real talk. I want to know who's gonna work with Meg. I want to know. I want to know. Maybe Gunna and Meg could do some jams. They don't like you. They don't like me. We can get on this track together. Have like a full moon in the background. Gunna. Megan Thee Stallion. Gunna. Moon fight. There was a dope ass television show called Moonlighting. That was dope. Go check it out. It's funny. I don't know. I think who's gonna work with Meg? Like, you know, it's gonna. No, I get it though. There's gonna be somebody that's gonna be like that's gonna think, yo, why don't we go and create a we could do a woman's lib type thing like that, right? But then you're like, you really risk alienating a large part of your fans because everybody has fans that split on this. So if you go and do something with Meg, you risk alienating a large majority of your fans. So what do you do? Like, there's a lot of people that's pissed off. So what do you do? I'm just curious. Yeah, nah. I'm not even putting a link down there because I already know only the weirdos. So I'm not even putting a link down there. I don't got time. We haven't been doing a lot of Tonight shows. I'm way out of practice for working at Tonight. I decided to do the Tonight show because we got to get back into doing them every night. So I decided to do it tonight. Generally speaking, the chat usually is just unnecessary. So I don't really be thinking anybody wants the Tonight show. So that's another reason why we just don't be doing it. Be like, damn, man, every time I come in, chat be stupid. I don't want to do this shit. I'm going to do something else for them in the interim. Work on something else. Get something else done. Shit's crazy. I'll tell you this much though. As far as Megan Thee Stallion is going, I don't think anybody. I think if you work with her, you might split your fan base. I don't think that's a good idea. And I don't think she's talented enough to consistently just come out with songs by herself and those songs hit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta this is the shame. Megan Thee Stallion needs shit like TikTok. Just keep it a stack. These are TikTok artists. I love Coi Leray. TikTok artists. That's why it's a travesty that Meg Thee Stallion won all of those awards and stole all those awards from those people that deserved them. She's a TikTok artist. Okay? Her shit is popping because it's on TikTok more than anything else, I promise you. Okay, so, and this is just, and this is just, I don't think that's the real big star. What I'm sure a big star. I don't think that's the real big star. It's not a real big star. It's a big star. I don't see it making sense. I don't see it making sense. I don't think anybody's doing that. You understand what I'm saying? You're hurting your own career because everybody has a fan base that they might be split on this. This just isn't the right time. You're gonna have to wait for this shit to roll over. Because look, this is the bad thing. Because the prosecution did not do a good job. We all saw that, or at least from what was being reported, that's what we all got reported back to us. The terrible job that the prosecution was doing. And then on top of that, the defense wasn't doing such a good job either. The defense had they was throwing them freaking, lobbing the shit down, right down. It wasn't even, they was throwing freaking 75 mile per hour fastballs. Knock this shit out the park. What are you doing? And the defense team wasn't doing that. So I think he has a great chance at an appeal, just so we can be clear. And the defense team wasn't doing that. I think he has an incredible chance at an appeal. You get some other lawyers that actually decide that they're gonna attack the points that the prosecution made. See, one of the issues in which he had was the prosecution didn't really make but so many points. Or at least nothing that they could really go in on, I'm guessing, because there was only one witness. It wasn't even a witness. They didn't even call a witness. It was one, they called freaking Meg. And then homegirl, she contradicted what Meg said. I don't even understand this. It was really crazy. Anyway, shout out to that shit. So he has a good chance at an appeal. That's one, just so we can be clear. But because it was so not definitive, I think people feel away. It wasn't definitive. Like, we can't look at that and say, oh, without a shadow of a doubt, he did it. And if you really black, you feel a way about people going to jail for shit that that don't look right, even if they not black. You understand? You feel a way about injustice. You understand? You just feel a way. Like that didn't feel right. You understand what I'm saying? You get it. I can't speak for nobody else because I'm black. I can't speak for any other people. It might be like that with everybody. What the fuck do I know? But if you a good person, I guess just you see injustice. You see injustice. You know what injustice is. You understand what I'm saying? Come on. They didn't prove. He shouldn't have had to prove he was innocent. I'm not going to get up off of that. And I think more people should be pissed off about that. How are we expected to be able to defend ourselves in court if we have to go find the evidence to prove that we're innocent rather than the prosecution have to come bring evidence to prove that we're guilty? If you don't get that and you don't understand that, then I don't know no better way to explain. That's the issue. I have an issue with that. You don't have to have an issue with that. You can be fine with it, by the way. And we can still be friends. I mean, it's not like you're going to be like, yo, I'm on Meg's side. And I'm going to be like, brother up. This is not going to happen. You're going to be like, you're on Meg's side. I'm going to be like, okay. No. Whiskey sour. Yeah, I want to know. Yeah, nah, you on Meg's side. Fine. It's cool with me. The fuck I can't. Yeah, now I'm getting me. You drinking? What the fuck do I care whose side you on? But I'm just saying. But I'm just saying. I don't care if somebody is innocent or guilty. I believe that the prosecution has to have to do their job in order to send the man to prison. Or woman, or whoever. The prosecution has to do their job. There's a reason why there's a chain of evidence. You understand? There's a reason why these things exist. You understand what I'm saying? There's a reason why it's important to have evidence, chain of evidence. Who touched the evidence? Where the evidence went? You understand? This is important. When they was talking to the doctor, did the doctor ever get on the stand? Did the doctor ever get called? When they was talking to the doctor, no, they should have talked to whoever was the person that was supposed to foul where the bullet went. Whoever was the person that was supposed to foul wherever the bullet went, that's who they should have contacted. They should have, the defense should have had that person come up and be like, where's the bullets? Okay. No, we're not saying she wasn't shot. We just want to know where the bullets are. There's something still in her? Is it bullets? Okay, so could we get the bullets you took out of her? Because then we could believe there's bullets still in her. If you can't give us the bullets you took out of her, how can we believe that there's bullets still in her? It might be something else in her. The dude says she shot into the car. Could that be pieces of the vehicle? This is not hard. Like I don't understand. I don't understand what was wrong with his defense team. I don't get it. I don't get what they was too busy trying to prove he was innocent. That's all I could guess. All you had to do was they had that. What the fuck are you talking about? Bullets. Bullets where? Right. Bullets where, nigga? Where the bullets? Sorry about that. Yeah, no. I'm gonna refrain from using the N-word. Bullet where, N-word? Yeah, no, okay. So where they at? You fouled them. Okay. Could we have them? Could we produce them? Could we bring them to court? Because we want to have these bullets analyzed. Oh, they're still in her. Could we have them? So you left bullets, but it's in a leg. I thought you leave bullets in when they're next to vital organs, right? That's usually when we leave it in the body, right? Because it's next to something vital. And so therefore, if you try to take it out, you might cut or injure something. But it's in a leg. What vital organ was in a leg that prohibited you from extracting the metal? Like, why are they not asking these questions? If not anything else, confuse the jury. What the fuck? Damn. The fucking prosecution didn't even put on a good. I'm just pissed. Like this, it was a whack trial. Pardon me. It was a whack trial. You understand what I'm saying? It was a whack trial. Like it was whack. You understand what I'm saying? The prosecution didn't do no slick shit. The defense didn't do no slick shit. They just all went out there and rolled the balls out and then just went through the motions. So Tory Lanez is in jail. Was this the plan? They just went through the motions. Tell me where the lie at. Now, we've been covering court over here for quite some time. Right? And just forget that we do it over here. Other channels cover court all the time, right? Everybody covers court, right? A lot of people cover court, right? This wasn't a boring case. Like, this wasn't boring. Like, nobody did anything spectacular. They had a couple of things that came out that was like, whoa, but it wasn't because it was good prosecutory administrative ability or skill level that allowed for something to be disclosed that was a big deal. And it wasn't because the defense team had any type of, I don't know, plan, strategy. They didn't formulate anything. Everybody just came out and just said, just whip, 3 swings. Let's go home. Why? That's how terrible they was. They was whip like this. They didn't even go like this. They didn't even go like that. They whip. Like, you know how in the yeah, when you watch the Bugs Bunny threw that slow pitch, that it was so slow that the guy swung 3 times. Now the funny thing, hold on, I gotta tell you something real quick. There was a dude, it's basically a changeup. There was a dude in the NBA, in the MLB. He actually, I got some emotion. He used to pitch for the Yankees. He was a middle reliever. I forgot his name, but they used to say that he had a Bugs Bunny changeup. Hold on. Can I just show y'all this real quick? All right, there we go. Hold on. He's a Yankee pitcher, right? There's a Bugs Bunny changeup, right? What's his name? Yankee pitcher. He's a Yankee pitcher. Oh, that's his name. Edward Ramirez. There we go. I told you. He's Bugs Bunny changeup. He's a real pitcher in the MLB. That's why we laughing, right? There's a real dude in the MLB. And he had a Bugs Bunny changeup. And it could be devastating. Can I find a picture video of it for you? We're about to get a copyright strike. It might not play as we stream it. No, I'm not playing anything loud. This is bad enough. Just show the change up, you rat bastards. Oh, I got 3 seconds left. Pardon me. Sheesh. Wait, that's Trevor Hoffman. All right, so this isn't. Okay. No, not him. Ramirez. I know about Trevor Hoffman, but that's not where I heard about the Bugs Bunny pitch from. I'm sorry about this, y'all guys. What was the group's name? Ramirez, right? Ramirez, right? Have you spelled Ramirez? I have no idea. Oh, there you go. Sheesh. Okay, that was a fastball. Low. That was a low and outside. Okay. Throw the changeup, you rat bastard. He was sitting on the changeup. Another fastball. That's good for placement. He threw it low and he threw it up. Is he gonna buckle his knees right now with the changeup? Throw the changeup, you rat bastard. Sheesh! What in the heck? What in the heck, yo? What the fuck out of here? How you gonna hit that after this? Shit, I'm sorry about that. How you gonna hit that? I'm sorry about that. Fuck you gonna hit that? Ain't gonna hit that. You just see 291, 90 and 91. That's not the most fastest of fastballs. Don't get that confused. But after you just see 290-mile-per-hour pitches, and then he throws a damn changeup that drops out of the bottom falls out of it, and it's like 70 fucking 8. You ain't hitting that. I promise you. Especially the fucking other one was high and outside. You damn sure ain't hitting that one. And he's throwing it right-handed. Let me explain something to you real quick. I'm gonna get back to this shit. He's throwing it right-handed, right? So he's throwing it right-handed. It's wait, how do y'all see me? Okay, so I'm gonna be able to see myself better, so I can explain it better from this side. So he's throwing it, right? Boom. So the batter's on this side. So the fucking when he throws the high and outside fastball, if you was looking at it, it goes and then it breaks like that, right? And then boom, right? So this where shit went, and he's already throwing it from this side, and this shit went buckled down. You ain't hitting that, my nigga. It's over. He just, man, I don't know why I don't know what he was, man. Nah, that shit was terrible. I used to play baseball a little something. I grew up with Puerto Ricans and Dominicans. I played baseball. Anyway, at this point, I feel like no matter what the defense proved, Tory that's my point that I'm trying to explain. The defense should not have had to prove anything. The prosecution has to prove it. You understand what I'm trying? That's my point. It's a vibe. That's the entire point. I think the jury made their mind up before the trial even started. Guilty. The man was on a witch hunt. I don't know. I can't say that. I would not like to say that. I want to say that these guys had integrity. It's a vibe says, at this point, I feel like it didn't matter if the defense did a good job proving Tory was innocent. See, that's the problem. We watch too much television. I'm going to say this again. And it's not an issue with you, and I'm not coming at what you're saying. I'm saying it's our way of thinking about court. We're not supposed to go to court to try to prove our innocence. We got to stop paying attention to fucking television. We're never trying to prove our innocence. We're trying to prove that they don't have a case against us. Why do you think when I tried to point this out, but I don't think nobody fucking paid no attention. So remember when Young Thug's lawyer, he first got locked up and his lawyer was grandstanding and he was like, my client's innocent. No, they don't have a case against us. Because it's never about innocence or guilt. You don't have to prove anything beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand? It's beyond a reasonable doubt. When you go to court, it's never really about whether you did it or didn't do it. You understand? And once you get beyond that, then you understand why so many people in jail for shit that they didn't do. You're not on trial for what you did do or for what you didn't do. You're on trial because they believe that you did a thing, and this is the case that we have proving for what we believe that this is the thing that you did. So that's what I keep trying to explain. We got to get out of that train of thought. It's never about whether you actually did it or not. I'm not trying to come for you, by the way. I think the jury made their mind up even before the trial started. I don't know. I don't want to accuse them of that. I feel like the jury was on a witch hunt when they came to Tory. I don't know. I don't want to accuse them of that. I want to assume these people had integrity. I don't want to assume immediately that they just was like, oh man, I hope I get on that Tory Lanez trial, burn him at the stake. I'm hoping that wasn't the train of thought. I mean, I have no idea, but I'm hoping that wasn't, the movement. You know what? We got to get rid of this Tory Lanez. We got to get on the jury. I don't think that's what anybody was thinking and shit. Motherfucker went in there 6 times. He had a mustache once. So, no, I don't want to think like that. I'm not saying that doesn't happen. You understand? I just don't want to think like that. And just so you know, there are people that try to get on juries, especially if there's a black person that is, and get up there with the intention of saying guilty no matter what. They did it all the time in the 60s and in the 50s and the 40s and the 30s and the 20s and the 70s and the 80s and then the 90s and then now. They've been doing it. They ain't never stopped. You see why an activist is not ever supposed to be applauding when the prosecution did not do their job and a man gets found guilty. And I'm not going to move up off that. And I don't care who doesn't like it. If people are like, yo, this guy Jack, he just goes against the grain. And then I'm busy thinking, well, I'm doing what I consider to be right. So going with you is basically doing shit that is not what I consider to be right. Then you're not my people. And that's fine. God didn't send me here for you, and he didn't send you here for me. That's cool. That's how I think. Like, so, no, that I don't. That's why you never could. Not, that's why I can never stalk nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because I think like that. Like once it's like I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm just gonna let's go do something else. I'm just gonna go to a commercial break for a second. Anything y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Relevant to pop culture. I would love to make jokes and stuff like that, like about like my personal life and stuff like that, but I can't do that because there's some people that stalk me. So I would love to make jokes and stuff like that, but I just don't feel comfortable. So I need to cut my nose hairs apparently. This shit is, I'm getting a little upset over here. I had nose hair. I bought some nose hair clippers a while back, and I tried to, but I'm like, these shits don't work. Like this is not. I don't think this clip. I just wasted this money. This is not. I'm not happy about this. Should have asked somebody about what a good nose hair was instead of just grabbing anything off the shelf. So I just, it was on me. Should have asked somebody. Whenever I go to the store, I'm gonna tell you a funny thing about me. So I used to be real bad with this. I just stopped doing this as of recent because I don't know. I've been getting weird energy from people. I don't know since I moved here or whatever. But generally speaking, I go in the store and I ask questions about anything that I'm about to purchase. So like if I go to, I don't do it over here because there's something wrong with this. I don't know if that's a Dwayne Reed down there, a Rite Aid. I don't know what the fuck that is. But that they got like some lady that worked there, and she got like some kind of weird problem with me. I have no idea why. I really don't. And she like some older woman. And every time I go in there and I try to buy something, like she just gives me the worst attitude. I just be like, I don't understand what the problem is. I really don't. So like I don't get it. So usually I ask questions about everything I'm gonna buy. You know, I want to know about the thing I'm gonna purchase. I don't know. Maybe the other one's better. The other one might be a little bit more expensive, but maybe that couple more bucks is worth it. You know, maybe this one is cheaper, but it's the same product. Maybe this one is cheaper and it's a better product. So I'll ask extensive questions and shit. I should have asked some questions about the damn nose hair clippers. That's what I'm busy thinking about. I could ask some questions. But then who you ask and shit? Like they're like, yo, that's my brand. Like who's walking around bragging about having nose hair clippers in the crib? Or being a profession that they are you a barber? Maybe I should go ask a barber. So I used to have this barber that I used to go to, right? I don't know if he was Cuban or Puerto Rican, to be honest with you, but he was one of the two. Could have been. I just think he was one of the two. It was a Dominican shot, though. Let's just say he was Dominican. Anyway, I don't think he was, though. So, but anyway, so he used to cut my hair. He didn't know a lick of English. I usually go to the guys that don't know no English. Because when I go to the barbershop, I just want to get my hair cut and go home. That's one. And two, when you go to the black barbershops, it's usually I got to stay in there for like 3-4 hours. That shit packed. At least the ones I live around. You understand? This shit's super packed. I got to stay in there for 3-4 hours. I might not have that time. But I go to this dude. No, he's not packed all the time. He need to eat too. He's feeding the family also, right? Any regard. So he was cutting my nose hair one time with the straight razor. I'm sitting there. I'm like, this nigga's bananas. Also, so he didn't never line me up with clippers. He only lined me up with the straight razor. That's how I learned how to line up with straight razor. Right now, I can line up with the straight razor. If I wanted to cut my shit, I could cut my shit by myself. I don't need to go to the barber just so we can be good. I literally walk around like this because it's easier to not get noticed. I don't want to explain. Anyway, so yeah, so that's how I learned how to use a straight razor. Like for real, I shave with a straight razor. Like I shave with a straight razor. Like for real. Not real talk. So I used to go and get my hair cut by a dude, and while he was cutting my hair, I was just learning. You understand what I'm saying? It's like I could cut with a straight razor. So yeah, so this motherfucker was cutting my nose hairs with a straight razor. That was crazy. I was like, how, nigga? I was scared as hell. I was like, this dude is about to split my shit open, and I don't want to say nothing to him because he don't speak English. He don't speak English, so I don't want to say nothing to him. So fuck it. He don't speak English. I don't want to say nothing to him. I don't want to get this nigga nervous. I pay him well. I tip well, so I'm not too concerned. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why you go to the same place, like whatever it is, right? That's why you go to the same place. You go to the same people, and that's why you tip well. Because I'm not tipping you for the service you just did. I'm tipping you because I'm gonna be back. And I want to continue to have good service. And whenever possible, I want to have better service. So that's why I tip. And nice. I was at the bar. So I go to the bar. we had the thing. It was an event. You know, I don't really go out. So we had an event. So I go there, the K Goddess. So I go there and the lady make me a drink or whatever. So I drink the drink and I pay, but I don't really give a big tip. I only give like a couple bucks or whatever. So I pay and then I drink it and I'm like, this bitch made this shit dumb strong. So first I was like, did she make it dumb strong or did I turn my back? Do they got bad alcohol in here? I'm going to tell you something real quick. So sometimes alcohol will taste like it's strong, but it's not really strong. It's just cheap alcohol. You understand? So it's not smooth. You understand? A lot of people that don't drink or don't know about it, they don't know the difference. It's just not smooth. It's not strong. Like Georgie isn't strong. It's not smooth. It's bad alcohol. So yeah, so I had to go back and give her an actual. I said, "Can I get the thing?" I had to adjust the tip. Well, hold on, I got to give you a couple more bucks because you made a good drink. I'm not really talking about nothing tonight, y'all. I don't have to be in here with me. I'm not really talking about nothing. As far as Tory Lanez is concerned, if that's what y'all want to discuss, he went to jail the day before Christmas. That's crazy. That's bananas. They couldn't even hold off. Yo, just so we could be clear, the people on the jury could have had a heart and held off till Monday. You do know this, right? The people on the jury could have had a heart. The judge wouldn't have brought them back on Monday. The judge would have probably brought them back on like Wednesday. The judge probably wouldn't even bring them back on Monday. The judge probably would have brought them back on like Wednesday. They could have had a heart and let Tory Lanez spend his Christmas with his son. They put that nigga in jail the day before Christmas, yo. Like 2 days before Christmas. That's bananas. That's bananas. They could have had a heart. They could have been like, yo, look, judge, if we don't come to a conclusion today, when will we be back? The judge would be like, well, you know, it's Christmas. You're gonna be back. I'll tell you what, we'll be back in January. He could have spent. He could have prospered. He could have spent the fucking Christmas with his kid. Nobody's thinking about that. The jury could have just held off one more day. The judge might have turned that one more day into 2 weeks, a whole week. Nobody's thinking about that. I think they said he had turkey. He had 4 ounces of turkey, 4 ounces of gravy. No, 4 ounces of turkey, 4 ounces of mashed potatoes, 2 ounces of gravy, 2 ounces of cranberry sauce. There was a muffin, and it was an odd type of muffin that had me like, what the fuck? In any regard, it wasn't enough food. It wasn't enough food. And you know they didn't give him extra because they're going to be like, you're not special. So you know they're not going to give him extra. You know whoever that person is that's in the cook, they smoke a lot of cigarettes. So their voice sound like this. They smoke mad cigarettes. Whoever making the food. So they not giving him extra. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing special about you, little man. They probably talk like that because of their voice and shit. They ain't giving them nothing extra. What the fuck you talking about? 4 ounces of turkey. 4 ounces of mashed potatoes. I'm not laughing at that what they giving me. That's crazy. It's fucking Christmas. Please get them more than 4 ounces. What in the hell? This is what they feed you though. And then people be like, yeah, but you shouldn't go to jail. Well, yeah, but we're also supposed to treat people humanely. Right? You can't be upset at a person for doing something they're not supposed to do, send them to jail, and then when they get to jail, you treat them inhumanely. The same person at some point you're gonna let back out into society. So y'all all cheering if somebody go to jail, they need to be treated bad. Y'all do understand that these people are also at some point gonna be let back out into society. So you want somebody to go somewhere and be tortured and then be let back out into civilization. I just need for you to understand what people want. And they wonder why I'm considered to be an individual that goes against the grain. I just don't think shit makes sense. I think people do a thing to make a thing happen. And then they look at you after they did the thing to make the thing happen. And then they look at you. And they're upset at you because you are a part of the conclusion of what they made happen. Think about that though. Don't commit crimes. It's the crime. Don't commit the crime. Yes, definitely. Pray for Buffalo. Please pray for Buffalo. For everybody that don't know, first, we have a winter storm that came through. I think they said something like 67 people have been believed to be missing or are dead. In Buffalo alone, 20, I'm not reading that right now. Somebody just sent me something reminding me about the thing. It's just something I know. So 27 people in Buffalo have died. Some people are literally dying while shoveling snow. This is what they're saying. There's people out there shoveling snow. That's how they dying. What we got? Let's put a screen up. Look, first thing that put up, I just put winter storm. You see what I'm doing over here? I just put winter storm. First thing you see come up, Buffalo area 27. I don't know where this is at, but they talking about 37 people, wherever the hell this is at. 22 lives. So yeah, pray for everybody. 27 in Erie County. 4 feet of snow. At least 25 people have died in Erie County. Frigid winter storm swept across the country, knocking out power for thousands of homes. Maine, New York. I would hate to be a landlord that don't have heat in some home, and then like some tragedy happens. Because weather's like this, when tragedies happen in those type of situations, when weather's like this, that's when usually they send the landlords to jail. That's a fact. That's usually when they be like, "Nah, yeah, you got to go to jail. There's no excuses. It was cold." At least in New York City, that's when they send them niggas to jail. They be like, "Nah, there's no excuses. You have zero excuses for you." Turn them dude like me, he off. Then you just gonna have to, because that shit gonna backfire on you, because Con Ed is the stove, right? So a motherfucker like me, it just had the stove on 24 hours. I hope that bitch don't blow up. Let me find y'all something. I mean, we gonna go to a commercial break real quick. I don't really want to, go in on
It's not over. God does not lose. Never. And even though we've come to this juncture, trust me, you will see that our God does not fail.
This is not the
I
first
know that this is wickedness. This district attorney, Miss Kathy Tarr,
Sorry about that. All right, so I want to say something real quick. These dudes is busy blaming the district attorney. I want to say something. It's the district attorney to bring a case. It's the district attorney's job to bring a case against you. Wait, so Milligrams is anti-Tory? Who, her? Look at her face. They're so concerned. I don't know. She looked, I don't know.
it's not
Milligrams
over.
is, what up, Midnight?
God does not lose.
Never. Tory and his pops look just alike.
And even though we've come to this juncture, trust me, you will see that our God.
Look, man. Tory Lanez put himself in a bad situation by playing with them women. The more money you have, the more important it is to have whatever type of love life you got in line. If you want to have multiple women, you better go to the Nick Cannon route. That's the best way I could say it. There's women out here that if you take care of them, they want to have a nice place to raise their kids. They want to be taken care of. Just go find a woman that's in line with what you're trying to do. Stop trying to force people to be the way that you want them to be when they want to live a whole different way. It's people that want to be the way that you want them to be. Go find them. You're going to find some of them to be attractive also. What the hell? Why are you going to try to take somebody that's not a way that you want them to be and try to turn them into who you want them to be? Unless they're like on a mission to turn into who you want them to be, because they're like, you know what, that sounds like a good idea. Unless that shit is going on, what the hell's what's happening over here? Also, I have no idea who signed Milligrams is on this, but no, Tory put himself in that situation playing with them women. He wanted to run around banging everything. Now he in jail. I don't think he should be there. And I'm not throwing it in his face. I'm saying he made some decisions that put him into some situations that right now I'm pretty sure he wish he never were in. He didn't have to go to this girl's house that night. Don't forget that part. I I am not on Meg's side on this at all. But let's say personal responsibility a little bit, right? Meg Thee Stallion and the other chick he was banging was at a crib that he decided to show up to, that they were already at drinking and smoking, and he went there to go bang another broad. Yo! He's not wrong for that. Wait, hold on. He's not wrong for that. He was already sleeping with homegirl because he was already sleeping with her and Meg, right? Remember, they used to show up to his quarantine shit. So he was already sleeping with her and Meg. So was Meg just pissed that he came and he wanted to smash that and didn't want to smash that? Nah, he's still wrong for that. I wouldn't have went over there. I don't care. I don't know, man. Just go get a wife. Go get a wife. Go get a family. I promise you it's going to be more fulfilling. I'm not even there and I know that to be a fact. I promise you it's going to be more fulfilling. I just saw some funny ass thing that said Hooters is gonna re-strategize because millennials aren't in the boobs. And I'm busy thinking, and this is me being my whole entire life, I never really understood why boobs. So, like, as long as you got enough, you could tell that that's a chick. Like what the fuck? Like, I never understood. Like, most of the females I dated had big boobs, apparently, for some strange reason. Really, that's a factual statement. But I never really was really into big boobs. I think I just walked into just dating chicks with big boobs. Usually I date confident chicks because they have to come up to me and get my number. That's probably why I see date chicks with big boobs. I'm laughing at shit. I'm so serious. Usually they have to come up to me and get my number. That's probably why Kendra came and got my number. I tried to get her number though. She shut me down. Then she came up to me to tell me that all of the shit I said was good stuff. Apparently I said all the right lines. She just said no, just to say no. So I don't understand people. I told you, even when I do the right thing, I don't understand. Yeah, so she told me that shit. She was like, no, the stuff you said was good. You know, it's like, so why didn't you give me the number? She was like, I don't know, I left and then I thought about it. I was like, oh, I ain't got time for this. Anything y'all want to talk about? I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm not really doing nothing tonight. There's no real comments coming through. I'm not sure if y'all really here to chill or not. I don't really want to hold y'all up. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I be feeling like that. I be feeling like I'm holding y'all up and shit. Remember, sometimes I just get on the live and I'm just talking. I'm not really doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? This is it. No night where I'm doing anything. Just chilling. Just chilling. I'm gonna let y'all go. Everybody enjoy your night. Go do something positive, man. Just go do something positive. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Just go do something positive. just go do something positive. Just do something positive. This world is full of a lot of hate. This world is full of a lot of just hate. Go be the difference. Go be the difference. It's not going to be easy, because once you try to do something that you think is right, Satan is going to come try to stop you. So go out there, try to do something positive, try to put something good in the world, and try to be the difference. If you got anybody still awake in your household, give them a hug, tell them you love them. You don't never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Give people their flowers while they still young. Also, before we go to bed and after we wake up, drink some water. Nutrients. And whenever you're helping somebody else be the best them that they could be in that moment, you being the best you that you could be. So go out there and be great. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification game. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. That's all I got in this.